Hey everybody, welcome to our team call. It is March 12th, 2018. And tonight, Miss Emily Ospina will be kind of hosting the call. But before we kick things off with what she wants to share and the training she has ready for us, I just wanted to remind you guys a few exciting announcements. Super Saturday is like right around the corner. So you need to go check out where the closest event to you is and get your butt there because it is life-changing. It will change your business. It will really open up your eyes, especially if you're a newer coach who hasn't been to a live event yet. You got to go. Like, you have to go. You have to be there. You have to see everyone, see the energy, see how amazing this community is. Maybe make some new friends if you don't have any like local coach friends. Bring a family member, a significant other, a friend with you, because that excitement and energy really just shows like what an amazing opportunity this is, whether it be, you know, for the fitness, whether it be for the business or both. And it's just a great thing. So April 7th is like the official Super Saturday date. Depending on your location or the nearest location to you, there are some that are on a Friday, some on a Sunday. Or if you really can't get to a local event, there are like Zoom Super Saturdays, so get on that, because all the information from corporate that comes out quarterly, all the important like updates and things like launches, which we have a lot of launches rolling out. I don't know if you guys are on the Beachbody Champions page or on, the Team Beachbody 411 coach page, but guys, like our snack bars are coming out soon, like super soon, like in April, like right after Super Saturday. So April 9th, we have To Be Mindset coming out in the beginning of May, which is going to be a total game changer too. And if you guys haven't seen, Joel is working on a new program, which is super freaking exciting. And there's going to be another a new super trainer who's Hispanic, and she's coming out with a program that's fully in Spanish, like all of it. So that's so cool, and that opens up a lot of doors to new people, new countries, like who knows what else is next, right? So definitely stay up to date. Coach Breaking News in your back office has all the important things that roll out too. So make sure you're checking your Coach Online office. You're really paying attention to the things that we're posting in team pages. If you see something exciting coming out, or like a video or something that maybe Carl posts or one of the trainer posts, like share it with us, right? Because we want to all be on the same page and get excited and talk about it and start sharing with potential customers and clients, right? Jenna, is there anything you want to add to that?
I was just typing in the chat, but basically, guys, like this year, there's so much growth potential for us as coaches, and even beyond this year, to think about like the expansions that we've recently had, and who, like Paulina said, who knows where the next place is going to be on our list. So like all of these products are coming up for a reason. They're an opportunity for us to really help be a solution in more people's lives, and I think that that's really amazing. So yes, there's a lot of new launches. Don't get overwhelmed, get excited, and look at them as additional tools to help grow your business. This is really huge for us all, so I'm excited and hope you guys are too. And we're going to want to start thinking strategically. How can we start talking about the bars to our challengers, and start to generate hype and excitement around that, because that's like a huge volume booster for yourself and for the team as a whole, which means additional income. So more to come on that, but super exciting stuff.
Yeah. And also, it wasn't intentional, but it kind of worked out. I made a post, I don't know if you guys saw it, but it was something like, do you struggle with like emotion, or have you ever struggled with emotional eating? And if so, like what like causes it? Is it stress? Is it like sadness, happiness, boredom, whatever? And like I got a good amount of like comments coming in. So that's like a little way where you can start like seeing, okay, like these people are commenting, they have struggled with this in the past. Like To Be Mindset is all about breaking like emotional eating patterns and people who struggle with those kinds of things like that. So you can start tweaking little posts here and there and like breadcrumbing, into what's coming, right? So same thing with snack bars. Like, do you guys eat a protein bar throughout the day just as a quick like healthy snack, or just like on the go? Like so many people buy those little like RX bars or Luna bars or whatever. Like the grocery stores sell tons of them, right? And most of them are probably not very healthy because there's a lot of shit in most of them, right? Some of them are healthy, but I'm not saying, you know, like not across the board. But we have something that's like super, super clean and healthy. If you guys didn't see, Kim Carver did a training on it in the Champions page today, so go watch it. It wasn't very long, but it was very detailed. And he talked about the science, and he had the new science expert guy, whoever, his name, Luigi something, Dr. Luigi, talk about the science behind the stuff and explaining why these bars are so good and clean compared to other things on the market that people already obviously have a high demand for. All right, so I'm going to stop talking now because you guys can find information or ask us where to find it. But okay, I'm going to turn over to Emily, and she's going to rock it.
I have to unmute myself first. So one of the things that I have wanted to focus on recently is Instagram, because I don't know about you guys, but I am noticing that the Facebook algorithms are making my life a living hell. So I decided that it was time to stop using that as an excuse and start learning a new platform. And as I was learning a new platform, our upline started doing this amazing training, and it really made me want to explore more of what is already out there, more of the trainings that are available for us. And we've actually already had, it was on the Beachbody Champions page, an amazing training by Jatana Jackson. I don't know if you guys follow her, she's very bubbly. She was Mrs. Virginia 2015 or something like that. But super bubbly, super out there. But I love her Instagram stories. And I think that's something that she does really well and something that I have been trying to get better at, and just my Instagram feed in general. So I wanted to share a video with you guys. It's a little over 30 minutes long, but it is chock full of great training, and I could definitely use another watch of it, so I figured I'd make you guys watch it too. My voice has been cutting in and out all day. I'm getting over some kind of bug, so forgive me if my voice just completely goes out, because then I'm just gonna type stuff and we're gonna roll with it. So I'm just gonna play the video, and hopefully we all get some awesome stuff from it. Well, let me share my screen. Okay. Thumbs up if you can see Kim Carver. Okay. No, not play on TV, full screen.
On Instagram stories, and you guys all know that the social media landscape is constantly evolving. It's very, very dynamic, but an area where a lot of coaches have seen more and more success attracting people, connecting with people, engaging with them, and even inviting has been through Instagram stories. So what I did is I asked Jatana Jackson, a phenomenal coach who does really, really well with Instagram stories, to kind of walk through what she does, some of her best practices in using Instagram stories in a training format that we could use here. So here's what I want you to do with this. I want you to pay attention to what Jatana talks to you about. Look at some of her best practices. Look at how she does things with Instagram stories. And maybe if you were just getting started, or if you haven't really done a lot with Instagram stories, there might be a tendency to feel a little bit overwhelmed with that. But I want you to stop at that point, if that's you, and just look, okay, so what are some things that I learned, some best practices that I learned that I can put in place right now to get better at Instagram stories? And then know that you'll evolve and keep getting better and better at these as you go on. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to watch the video. I want you to identify a couple best practices, things you can put in place to make sure Instagram and Instagram stories more compelling and helping connecting and engaging with people that leads to inviting opportunities for yourself. And then I want you to get after it. Number 3, get after it and just start doing it. Don't overthink it. Just get after it and start doing it. I know you're going to see some great results. So enjoy this training from Jatana Jackson, everybody.
I am excited to share with you guys some of awesome, some awesome tools that I've been using for Instagram to really grow my warm market, to tap into my cold market, and really draw people into my life and inspire them by my daily activities. And so I was asked by Kim to share some awesome information that has been helping me. Here are some things that I'm going to cover in this. We are going to talk about how to make your page fly for business, helpful tools to make your Instagram stories sexy, And I don't mean sexy as the way you would normally think it. I mean just a way that is attractive, a way that makes people want to come back and watch you on a daily basis. I'm going to give you some of my secrets to Insta stories. There are definitely little tricks and tips that you can do to help you get more eyes on your stories and to also get people coming back to you on a regular basis. And then, of course, curiosity marketing, which is where it's at. I mean, Shalene talked about it at Summit, and it is definitely the way to present the consumable products that we have and also your health and fitness journey. And then I'm going to show you a sample of a marketing plan that I used probably 2 weeks ago. I don't know when you're watching this video, but a little bit ago. And this has allowed me to really duplicate myself with my team. I can give this marketing plan to my coaches, to any coach at any level, and they know exactly how to present themselves on Insta stories and what content they should be talking about that particular day. So that way when they go to do their call to action, or what we call our right hook, it all makes sense to their audience. And so having a marketing plan is key. Then I'm going to show you how I do a call to action, which is your right hook, and going into finalizing it with creating FOMO, which Insta Stories is baller at. Is definitely, if you don't know what FOMO is, a fear of missing out. And you can really create that tension on Insta Stories. So let's dive right in. Let's talk about making our business, our pages fly for the business. So there are two samples here. You have my Instagram page, and then you have one of the coaches on my team, Kelly King Fit. Now, on mine, you can tell that mine is a business page. Hers is a personal page. I would highly encourage you guys to transition to a business page. And the reason why is it gives you so many helpful insights to who your following is and what they like. So if you see the little bars in the top of my Jatana Jackson's, right next to my name, that is insight that tells you, is it males or females, what demographics, what cities are watching your stories, which is huge when it comes to tagging locations. And then also down below, you can see that you can promote, right? You can do ads on Instagram, and on the personal page, you cannot. And this is just tied to your Facebook Live page. Now, there is a little trick for putting the list of descriptions of you. You cannot directly post this into the bio on Instagram. You have to go into your phone's notepad, type it out and list it out exactly what you want it to say with the emojis or no emojis. I've seen, some people put little plus signs as markers, but type it out on your notepad, and then you can copy and paste it over to your bio. So this is a great way to make sure your page is set up. When people come to you and they look at your page, they can decide, I kind of like these things about this chick and I want to follow her, or she's not really my jam. So make sure you have it all listed out. And I say definitely narrow it down to things that kind of define you. So for me, I market a lot to pageant girls, so I definitely put Mrs. Virginia 2015 on there because pageant girls need health and fitness, right? I'm a motivator, so they're going to get a lot of motivation from my page. I'm a beach lover. I'm a mom with muscles. Notice I didn't put, beach body coach on that part of it. I'm donut and cupcake obsessed, so I kind of sprinkle that in there that I'm real and normal, and I also struggle with sugar. And then I'm a makeup lover. Those are some values that's value that they're going to get from my page. And then I added on there just recently UK Beachbody Coach Mentor, because I was getting some traffic from the UK, and I wanted them to know that I was here to mentor them if they were interested in becoming a Beachbody coach. All right. So here's a great way, and I can't for the life of me remember the coach that came up with this. It was in Carl's group last summer, and she created this really cool setup that was really helpful, especially if you don't have the swipe up options in your Insta stories. So this is a funnel system that is with this website here. It's a very strange link, linktr.ee. And with this link, you can put it in your bio. It is a free app. And when your followers click on that link, this is what they see, the purple screen here where it says, right now I have designated 3 buttons. It says United Kingdom Beachbody is coming in 2017, chat with me or connect with me on Facebook. And with those links, I've connected Wufoo forms. And so I can funnel people through that are interested in from the UK. I can funnel people through who are interested in just chatting with me about health and fitness. And then, of course, people can connect with me on Facebook as well. So it's a simplified way to, one, track people, and two, have people fill out this information so that you can get them enrolled as a coach or into a challenge group. And this is also a way in your Insta stories to say, go to the link on my bio, click the link on my bio to fill out the application to join my group. All right, moving on. All right, let's talk about my favorite part. This is how to really make your Insta story sexy. And what I mean, like I said, what I mean by sexy is how to really get some grit on it where people want to watch you, where people are continuously coming back. It's kind of fun because I get messages in my inbox and they're like, girl, I get up in the morning, I get my coffee, and I watch your story. And like I've become the morning paper. That's awesome. That's what I want them to do because I want to inspire them to take action. And I'm going to show you how you can inspire them to take action on the things that you want them to take action on. So here's a few tools that I use, some of my top tools. Obviously, word swag is fantastic. We've been using it on Facebook for a while to really glam up our pictures and stuff, but you can use it in Instagram stories as well. Because when you go to word swag, it's an app. There is, when you crop the picture in the very beginning, there is an Insta story crop. So it crops it directly in there so that it fits perfectly into your Insta story. There's preloaded quotes in there. There's fantastic graphics. So as you can see the black and white picture there, instead of just using the standard font that comes with Insta stories, I use the word swag, and that allowed me to kind of give it a little different flair, and it looks more professional. Another thing that I get asked a lot of questions on is what filters do I use? I definitely utilize the Instagram filters because they're fun also, but I think kind of making my stuff stand out and making it so engaging to the eye that they want to keep watching. You guys, you have like 3 seconds, maybe less, to capture somebody's attention. And it's got to be something that really makes it pop where they want to keep watching. And so using filters that are going to really keep the eye captivated is super important. So I use Snapseed, and that's the picture of me holding my hair. That is Snapseed, and it's the drama filter, which is my favorite. Helps your ass talk too, but it's just a really cool filter, and like I said, it captivates the eye. Now, the new trend that honestly I found out from my hairdresser, which is hilarious, but is Hype Type. Hype Type is a free app. I actually purchased the one that doesn't have the watermark on it because I think it's cheesy to have a watermark on all my pictures or all my videos. So I bought, I think it was like $2.99. Don't quote me on that, but it's a fantastic app. You can add unlimited music. Fonts are in there, all kinds of really fun fonts. And then you can have speed control on your music and your videos. So what I will do is I'll record, say if you wanted to record your favorite booty move with the bands, right? You want your audience to see this really cool move that you learn and you really feel the effects of it. You press the 3-second timer on your phone on Insta Stories, go into place, record it, save it to your camera roll, and then go into Hype Type. Put it into Hype Type, and that's where you doctor it up. So I put favorite booty move using the different font options that are there. I added music to it. It was probably some booty song, because by the way, the music that is in there is so diverse. I can type booty in there. I could type ocean sounds. I could type the word shake, and all the songs with the word shake would come up, or all the songs with the word booty would come up. So there's country, classical, ocean sounds, Christian music, everything is already preloaded in there, and you don't need to go into your iTunes from your phone, which is really nice. So here's another example of how I shared using Hype Type. I think I had Nothing But a Gangster Party, whatever that rap song is, and I had my my Energize, and I do this on a daily basis, and I never ever, and I'm going to share this with you in a minute, but I never name drop the products because I want people to come to me and ask. And then another graphic that I did there with Hype Type is the pop-up font that said Mommy's Mommy Sexy Shake or Mama's Sexy Shake time, and it pops up and I'm drinking a shake and there's a fun song in the background. It just really entertains my audience and it makes them want to come back, and it also makes them want to keep watching the story and not swipe away. All right, here's a few little secrets with my Insta stories that I've found to be super helpful. Things to consider. This is going to kind of go back to posting on actual Instagram, and it's also become a thing on Insta stories just recently, but hashtags. Hashtags are huge with Instagram. So you want to make sure you have a good source of hashtags that you are using, and maybe even have 10 and then 4 sets of 10 in your phone, so that all you have to do is copy and paste. Whenever you create a post, you grab your group of hashtags and you put them into that post. And you can also hashtag on your Insta story, which people can follow certain hashtags. It's pretty cool. Also, tagging your location. You guys, this right here is like the money maker. This is amazing. So, for example, I actually went out line dancing in Centerville, Virginia, and I had tagged Centerville, Virginia, and I think I was probably talking in some video and Insta stories from my house, going line dancing, look at my boots, everything's cute, cool. Maybe even took a selfie with my boots on, I don't know. But I tagged Centerville, Virginia, and I got this message in my inbox probably like 2 weeks later, and it's this girl, and she messages me, and she says, hey girl, I saw your story when you were in Centerville, Virginia. I was just following the stories for Centerville, and I just moved here, and I don't want to sound like a creeper, but I just moved here, and I'm a military wife. I don't know anybody, and I've been following you, and I promise you I'm not a creeper, but I've been following you, and I love what you're doing, and I'm interested in maybe getting healthy, and I don't know where to start. I'm like, are you kidding me? Just because I tagged the place, the city that I was going to go line dancing, this girl was able to follow my stories for 2 weeks and decided to reach out to me. So tagging your location is awesome. By the way, you can tag any location. You don't have to be there. I am finding a huge following in Toronto, which is crazy. So I just play around with the different locations and make sure I'm always tagging every single Insta story. A little trick with that, though, is you can tag the location, then you tap it, and it becomes very translucent. Make it itty bitty, and then move it down to the corner, and it doesn't mess up the pretty graphics that you put into your story, but it still tags that location. Also, one of the things that you want to shoot for as a coach is definitely getting up to 10,000 followers, because once you achieve 10,000 followers, you get to swipe up, which is a very easy funnel system to drive people to your challenge groups or to an application or to joining a coach opportunity call. So 10,000 followers to get the swipe up option in Insta stories. Another question that I get a lot is, how do you pin emojis onto an Insta story? You guys, if you follow me on Instagram, you know I love music and I'm always singing either in my Jeep or with my pre-workout or whatever. But I like to pin microphones and all kinds of things. And actually, you can now do GIFs on there. Is that how you say it, GIF? You can do those on your Insta stories as well. But if you wanted to pin an emoji, basically all you do is hold your finger on the actual emoji that you've chosen, and it will, this little bottom piece will come up, and you just click pin. But while you're holding your finger, you can make it bigger, smaller, you can move it around, you can pin it to your chin if it's a microphone, and that way when you're singing or whatever you're doing, it will stay in place to your face. So just a really fun way to keep it exciting, keep their attention, make them want to continue watching you, and also come back to watching you. Now, another new feature that has become the new trend, and here's some examples here, and actually mine's not even finished yet, but showing your highlights. Before, Insta stories were 24 hours. Now you can pick certain stories that you want to highlight. And so here are 3 coach examples on Instagram where they have different parts of their journey that they want to share. So as you can see, Afton Rio has her inspo, art life, her faves, like her favorite products, and then mom life. And Kelsey King here has mama life, inspo, Florida life, coach life. Kelly King here has fitness, mom boss, balance, and mom life. You can go check out their pages and see what they posted in there. but it's a great way to give your audience the little pieces or categories of you that you like to share on a daily basis. And it's also a great way to save your call to action. So if I am doing a call to action to an AV obsession group, I will put it in my highlights so that it stays there so I can execute it on my stories. It's gone after 24 hours, but then I can create a highlight where it is always there. So even if somebody were to come to me and ask a question, I can say, go check out my highlight. I have all the details listed in there. And then when it says swipe up, go ahead and join the group or fill out the application or go to the link in my bio. So that is a new fun feature, and it's a great way to really organize pieces that you want people to come back and see again. All right, so here is some curiosity marketing do's, and then I'll go over some don'ts. Share your journey, of course. You want to share your health and fitness journey, and I'm going to show you how you can properly do it here in a bit. Stay on topic, pick 5 major themes, don't go too crazy. Like if I started telling you guys about how to crochet, you're like, really, Jana? Like I do not follow you to watch you knit. Like that's not cool. That's not that knitting's not cool. But my followers don't follow me for that. So I try to stay within the major themes. Have fun, be creative, definitely do call to actions, be super, super consistent. Because I want my chicks, they get up in the morning and make their coffee and come to my Insta stories to know that I'm going to be there when they go to check it out. And then learn new features. You guys, you have to follow Instagram's actual Insta story because they show you all of the new features. And then small pieces of your day. Make sure you just sample small pieces of your day so that you're constantly up in the top row of their Insta stories. So here's 2 graphics that I did here, and I was trying to breadcrumb working out and drinking some healthy shake that I don't like to say the names of. Because if you look at the picture here, and you're going to see my don'ts and see the difference, but if you look at the picture here, I'm saying about that workout, I look like I have plastic plates on my face and some weird bands around my ankles. It makes no sense, but I've worked out with something, and it's kicked my butt. And obviously I've proven health and fitness with the results in my body, and so it's intriguing. I also use the filters, which makes it pop a little more. The picture over here with James, my son, I put he approves his message, superfoods down, #momlife. It's basically showing life that they can relate to, but I'm also breadcrumbing this awesome shake that I get to drink. All right, so let's go over some don'ts. Some don'ts. Post product names. Honestly, I feel like that is salesy. I feel like people are, when they watch it, they're thinking, you know what, she's just trying to take my money. She's just trying to sell something to me, and they're not going to come back and watch you, and they might even be turned off by it. So I try really hard not to post product names. Getting too off topic, poor sticker placement, and talking forever. And what do I mean by talking forever? You guys, I have a rule of thumb. I don't go past 3 stories, like 15-second segments of talking. Because after that, it becomes annoying. It becomes where the person's like, tap, 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 tap. Oh my gosh, she's still talking. Oh my gosh, okay, swipe away. You don't want them to swipe away. You want them to stay engaged. So if you're going to talk about something, let's get to the point and stay within less than 3 stories. So here's an example of some really bad Insta stories. These are some that I created for fun to show you guys. But I'm putting something like T25 done. All I'm doing is having them go, okay, I don't know what that means. Cool. Or they're going to go, what's T25? Let me go look it up. And then they might be directed to Amazon or something like that. So I want them to come to me, and I want them to ask me questions. And things like this is not going to get them to come to me. Let's talk about the animal filters, you guys. I get it. When we don't do our makeup, we look super cute as bunnies. I totally get it. And there are times when it's hilarious to use an animal filter, like if you're holding a baby and the baby's got bunny ears too. But in general, it's kind of awkward. To me, maybe that's just my opinion. But I think that a lot of people hide behind them, and then they get the like high-pitched voice. It's just strange. And so try to stay away from the filters unless you're using them to be funny, or unless you're using them, you know, you're video recording your mom making something in the kitchen and she's got bunny ears on and she doesn't know it. Like, that's funny, but use them properly. And then here I am holding a bag of Shakeology. Like I said, somebody's just going to Google it. They're not going to come to me and ask me, hey, what is that sexy mama shake you keep drinking every morning? Wow, I'm so glad you asked. Do you drink shakes? Oh, you do? You juice? That's really cool. How do you like it? Like, have you found it to be helpful for your health and fitness journey, or is it helping you feel more energetic? Like, it turns the conversation, it turns into a conversation back and forth rather than them already knowing exactly what I'm using. And then, of course, the lighting is a little off on this as well. So be conscious of the lighting. Go to a window, use a lamp or a Diva light, which is what I have. And then I also have a Joby with the lights attached to it as well, just a tripod. All right, so let's go over, I'm going kind of fast, so hopefully you guys are catching all this. You can always watch the recording if this is not making sense because it's going too fast. But here is my marketing plan for previous week. I like to make sure that I am emphasizing one particular thing every single day. And this is super duplicatable because I can tell a brand new coach today on your Facebook page, on your Instagram wall, and in your Insta stories, I want you to really hit home energize. Like, what does energize do for you? I want you to think about how energize has affected your workouts, how it's made you feel, and then maybe what you felt before you ever started taking it. What was it like to work out before you had energize? And so painting that picture for them the day before, and then giving them an example of what that would look like, and then executing it the next day, team-wide, is huge. And so I do this very specifically every single day, and it's very repeatable on a monthly basis or even a weekly basis. So here's some examples of how to do that. How to effectively share products in Insta stories. I like to name my products. I brand Energize and Shakeology for me, what it is for me. And I think that that relates more to my audience than if I were to just say, this is my pre-workout, or this is my meal replacement Shakeology. So I've called it, and some people are weirded out by it, #MomCrack, because that's what it is for me. Like, I'm a crazy busy mom. I've got little ones. I've got a busy life. And this gives me the insane energy that I need to accomplish one of the hardest things it is to accomplish as a mom, that's working out. So how to effectively share in Insta stories. Story one, let me set the scene for you. It's 5:48 a.m. and I am butt tired, okay? I do not feel like working out. It's dark in my house and I have lowered my voice because I want them to feel the effect of what Energize does for me. And I'm being super intentional in this story. Hey guys, good morning. It's Hannah. I'm up. My team's getting ready to work out, so I'm headed downstairs and I'm gonna get my workout in. Story number two. I specifically turned my container around because I want people to ask me what it is. I want to engage in a conversation with them about that little black container. So I have it turned around where you can't see it. And I basically am like, all right, I'm putting my mom crack in. I'm ready to go, but I gotta get this in me so that I can really get the best workout possible in my limited amount of time that I have in my day, right? And then the next story, I use Hype Type, and I've probably got Usher playing, and I've got time display words going across the screen. I'm dancing around like a crazy fool. What does that do? It progresses a story that lets my audience kind of feel exactly the effects of Energize. They're going from sleep, they're probably laying in bed watching this, if we're being honest, at 6 o'clock in the morning. And here I am, sleepy to cohesive, but I'm putting it together to totally full of energy. And while even at 6 o'clock, I might not have been completely full of energy, it definitely gave them the impression that they needed to know that Energize will do for them, right? And like I said, I branded it Mom Crack. You can brand it whatever you want, I don't know what people want, lightning juice or golden juice, or I've heard all kinds of crazy things, but come up with a name for you, because I think that keeps the sales piece out of it and it intrigues them. It makes them curious. What is in that little black container that she uses every morning that makes her dance around like a crazy person. And that has been fantastic for my business. All right, so let me show you another example of how to effectively share on Insta Stories. Let's talk about accountability, which is a piece of our coaching, a big piece of our coaching. And I even have a typo in here with my accounting group is rising. And that's okay. It was only, 5 seconds long, probably 11 seconds. So the very first story is, it's 5:43 a.m. My alarm is going off in the actual video. It's going beep, 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 beep. And I put 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, get up. My typo, accountability group is rising, hashtag FOMO. And then the next story is after my workout, I propped my phone up. I had good lighting. I put a cool filter on it. It's engaging with colors. And then I put 911 mom down witness accountability group. And all I did was grab a picture of my accountability group. I actually did this after the fact and put it on my laptop so there were some faces on there. And then the next one is a picture of the group of ladies who joined me in doing the workout. And so this shows and highlights to my followers that I have accountability. And I don't know about you guys, but as a tired, depressed stay-at-home mom 5 years ago, if I were to be seeing this, I would be like, oh my goodness, what is this? I need in on this, because I can't get my workouts in on my own desire and motivation. This would definitely be a perk. This would help me on my fitness journey. And so this is a way to be able to share accountability. So the first thing that I do for a call to action is I create curiosity. I talk about how I've got a big announcement coming up. And I could go into a whole new spiel on the naming the challenge group, coming up with a concept, and making sure that you're breadcrumbing that leading up to this big announcement. But we're just going to go with the call to action right now. So you create curiosity, telling them that you have a big announcement coming at 8 a.m. And promptly at 8 a.m., I post in my stories. With this picture here, I actually had just finished working out. I tossed on a cute sweater. I put a cool light on me, stood in front of a white wall, and pointed to a blank white wall. I used the word swag, right, to make it look pretty and pop. Swiped over in Insta Stories to get a black and white filter because I thought it looked a little bit more professional. And then put that in my story. So I went with a group theme, 80-day New Year group, Slay 2018. The next slide was what were they going to get? They're going to get fitness, nutrition, accountability, and a coach. You can even do this in a speaking story where you tell them what they're going to get and list it out in the actual story. Then next, you're going to show them how they're going to take action. For me, because of my following, I'm able to do a swipe up, and it brought them directly to my WooFoo form. For you, if you don't have 10,000 followers, you can say join or go to the link in my bio to be able to join the group, fill out the application to join my group, or DM me, whatever you want to do, but have them take action. And then I gave a prize for joining. I created these little 80 sleigh mugs. And I had Mariah Carey All I Want for Christmas. I gave 12 mugs. I give a different mug away every day for 12 days. And so they had incentive for joining or for buying a challenge pack. Not every person won, but each day gave away a mug. And then the last one, I wrapped it up with another call to action of swipe up to join. I use this by using word swag also. It looks pretty. It fits perfectly in there because they have an Instagram crop. So this is how I do my call to action. And you guys, that is actually a well thought out call to action, a right hook. But I very, what's the word? Very simply or discreetly, that's the word. I very discreetly do call to actions daily. You don't always know that I'm asking for it, but it's happening on a daily basis also. But this is a hard one. This is where I'm doing the right hook. I've set it up, and now I'm spiking the ball. All right. Then we got some hashtag FOMO that happens. So what I do is I create a list starting with, it could be somebody that came from Facebook. I don't know. My first 2 people that wanted to join or were interested in joining, I put 2 spots taken already. I put their names on there. They get excited about seeing their name, honestly. And then any type of excitement that I get in my inbox or even questions, hesitations, objections, I post those publicly. You can cover their name by putting font over their actual Instagram name. actually didn't even put an emoji over their picture. You can put an emoji over their picture, really play it safe, but saying Katie is ready, she's excited, she's in, and they're saying, it's showing my audience exactly the excitement that I'm getting in my inbox. And then I'm saying 6 spots left, and it's filling up. People are feeling like the tension is rising and they're missing out, and they don't want to miss out on this opportunity. So I make sure I'm super consistent on this. I don't just let it flop. I continue, and for me personally, I want to fill those 10 spots within the 48 hours that I executed this call to action. And so for me, that those list of 10 people are sitting there right in front of me on a piece of paper on my desk. And I will not, I won't stop until I fill those 10 spots. And so it is continually showing up in my Insta stories, and people are continuing to ask questions. You guys, if somebody gives you an objection in your inbox, like say they object to coaching opportunity, and they're like, I just don't have a big social media following. I don't know how to do social media. I don't know if I'd be a good coach. Screenshot that, right? Cover their picture, cover their name with words, and say, I've got you, girl. Cover it. Next story should be, hey, I know you guys saw her hesitation on joining coaching because of social media. Well, guess what? I am going to teach you social media. You don't have to stress about that. What I need you to come to the table with is a heart and a passion for helping people and being accountable to your own health and fitness journey. What that does is it handles that objection publicly. So if there's anybody that wasn't willing to address it with you, they get to see it. And then, of course, I love your challenge groups. Like I'm edifying my groups and my ability to coach. You can also do a right hook on your page, screenshot it, cover it with emoji, and pull your followers from your stories over to your page to read a nice, long, well-thought-out post. And then lastly, you know what? Just don't be vanilla. Get some intention behind your stories. Use some of the tools that I gave you today, and then be you. Be super intentional, be creative, and have fun. And most importantly, make sure you're being follow-worthy, because that is what's going to keep people's attention and keep them coming back to you so that they are inspired by your journey. I hope that helped you guys. Love you guys. Have a great day. Bye. We're live. We are live.
I know. I hit cancel on that video.
Well, what did everybody think? I mean, the chat was pretty active, so I think you guys got some good stuff out of that. Thank you, Emily, for sharing. And you've been leveling up your IG stories and your IG overall, so great work, girl. Any tips or tricks that you can add on? Or I know you did some great inviting. Yes, was it yesterday or the day before?
Sure. I've been trying to do some inviting there every day. Kind of like Jatana was talking, and you'll see Brutus photobombing. Hey, Brutus. Hi. That's my cat dog. I've been trying to do some inviting every day on there, but doing some real inviting, but then also some soft inviting, and that's been really helpful. I've had messages.
Can you just clarify what that means, like real inviting versus soft?
So straight up, hey, I have this group, you should join, and then that progression where she shows people filling in, and then going through the steps of you're gonna get motivation and accountability and support and blah 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 blah. That to me is a hard invite. Here is the action, and you should join, versus putting a post up there that talks about how old Emily used to feel, how the Emily that was 225 pounds used to feel, the Emily that dealt with acid reflux and was pre-diabetic and had high blood pressure and high cholesterol and was on tons of medication because of what she had done to herself. Sharing all the pain points of how I used to feel, and then dropping a line at the end of, if you've ever felt like this, DM me. If you've ever cried in a fitting room because nothing fit and you're desperate to make a change, DM me. All things that were very genuine to where I was when I reached out to Paulina to start my journey. So like that for me is the distinction between a soft invite and a hard invite. Like I'm inviting them to reach out to me just to chat. And then we're going to funnel that into, hey, you should join my group because that's where all the magic happens. Sorry, I'm still like super sniffly and gross.
That was awesome. I love it. And it's so true. Like we need to sprinkle those different types of invites every single day. Like don't be scared to invite people or talk about it, or even just like straight invites. I know you said you put up a transformation post a couple days ago, and then you just started like reaching out to people and thanking them for their support. Like, let's not overcomplicate this, guys. Like, you know, like we're just here to be a source of hope for people, to be a friend who they might not have right now in their life, who, like Emily said, just sharing those different pain points, because we've all struggled with different things in our lives. And we all have each other, and we know each other's struggles too. So even if you personally haven't dealt with something like that, like I've never been over 200 pounds, but I could talk about Emily and share her story with someone who might relate to her story more than mine, but just showing and showcasing the fact that this isn't just like for a one type of person or situation, right? Like we have a solution that can help and has helped millions of people. So we have to kind of get out of our own ways and out of our own comfort zones and stop fearing talking about what we're doing and talking about why it's so freaking amazing and why this community is like the best part about this. Because of course there's other things out there that people could try or do or sign up for a gym or whatever. But like what we have here, like this is why it all works, you know? And we have to get better about just sharing that and talking about the different aspects of coaching and the community and the products and keeping some mystery in it. Like Jatana was talking about, like don't just be like, here's a picture of my Shakeology, here's the bag and this and that, because they're just going to go on Amazon or Google it or whatever. They're not going to get the real understanding or why it's so valuable or why it's so important if you give them all the details up front, right? So try to be a little bit mysterious of how you present things or talk about things or share things, but also kind of give them little clues of what it is that you're doing. And every single day, if you're staying consistent in your IG stories, you're consistently showing up on your social media pages and posting about different parts of this journey, right? Like then they can start like piecing things together and seeing that, okay, they're going to start expecting you to post things, right? Like I get it all the time from my friends. They're like, every day I wake up, I go on my Instagram and you already posted like 3 things. Like I know for sure you're going to be up, you're going to be doing something, right? Like they already can expect to see stuff from you. So keep adding that value to people, keep showing up, keep sharing, because that's where that trust and credibility starts to form, and they're going to turn to you when they're ready, or when you reach out to them, they're going to look at your page, because that's what everyone does. Like if you get a random message from somebody, what's the first thing you do? You go creep on their page, right? Am I right? So if you're not posting anything about a challenge group or about coaching or about your fitness or about your health or nutrition or other things that make you you, then how is this person supposed to want to spend any money in investing in themselves with your help, right? Like they're gonna be like, what is she talking about? Some group she wants $160 from me? Like, no, you know, like they're not gonna want to work with you. But if you're showing your life on there every single day, being vulnerable, sharing those pain points, talking, and just being genuine and real, then that's something they can connect with and relate to, right? Okay.
Here's a really neat thing that I was thinking about Instagram and why it's like my super jam lately. Because if, like Paulina can vouch for this, I resisted Instagram like it was my job. I did not want to learn Instagram. I was killing it on Facebook. Like last year at this time, I was hitting ridiculous Success Club numbers every month, and people kept asking me like what my secret was. And I was like, dude, I just got Facebook down. Like, I know how to market on Facebook. I know how to reach the people that I need to reach. I know how to add people to my network. And then Facebook changed their algorithms, and everything I was doing stopped working. And it like put this cloud over my business of like, well, guess I just can't do this anymore. Whatever I was doing just isn't working. And then I switched to Instagram, and all of a sudden I'm getting that excitement from people again. I'm getting the positive feedback from people again. And what I'm realizing that I really love about Instagram is I don't know any of these people. Like Facebook is full of coworkers and friends and family and like all the people that are super judgy about your journey and like whose opinions you let get in your head. because I resisted Instagram for so long. I have like almost no friends on Instagram except for like Beachbody people that I've been friends with. And so it allows me to like just be me, because I don't care who sees what I'm posting, because they just know me from what I'm putting on Instagram. And so that's kind of what I love about that platform right now, is that you can be whoever you want to be. And like, even if you have a few people on there, or, you know, you have people that are friends and family, like just treat it like you don't, and just be you and be authentic. And that really comes across so much better on Instagram because of Instagram stories than it ever did on Facebook, which is something I'm really loving about Instagram, is I can really just be me, and I can share who I am, and I can let that come through on Instagram stories. And I'm a scientist by training, and I can talk about that, and people message me and tell me how cool it is that they think, you know, that I do what I do, and it starts a conversation on health and fitness, which is not something that would have happened on Facebook, because I wouldn't be able to show them the inside parts of being a scientist. Like, even with Facebook stories, like people don't use them on Facebook like people use Instagram stories. So I feel like on Instagram you can really be yourself and find your tribe that is a lot harder on Facebook, especially now.
Yeah, I agree, 100%. Yeah, and I guess maybe the pressure is kind of off on Instagram, especially with IG stories, because they disappear in 24 hours. So you're kind of just like, you forget about it, you know? Like, you just put whatever, you know, yourself out there. And then it's not like, oh, they can go back to my timeline and see, like, you know, 20 days ago I posted this or I said that. Like, I think that's what makes it kind of more fun and exciting. And it's something different because, yeah, like, you have new people coming to your page every day. Like, people can find you through hashtags. Make sure your profile is public so they can find you and they can see your stuff. But it is like, you know, your storefront. Like, people are just flipping through a magazine and they come across your thing, and if they like it, they're going to follow you and they're going to watch your stories every single day, because it's going to pop up at the top. Like, the more frequently you use your stories and stuff, and the more people that watch them, like, you'll be boosted up in a little top feed thing. And to be honest, like, I don't really even scroll Instagram anymore. Like, I just watch the videos. So make sure you're getting on the video. Like, get out of your comfort zone. I promise it's not as scary as you think. Like, just it's 15-second intervals. Like, you can record something, you just snap a picture. You can use all the cool little features that Jatana talked about with the fonts and the editing and like the little emojis and whatever. Like, just kind of get creative and find your jam. Try to stay consistent with at least like the colors and the schemes of things that you put, so it's not like every single day is different, like a whole new rainbow. Just so people kind of like can get familiar with your vibe, right? Like, you know, if purple isn't your color, like, don't put purple on there or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. It just popped into my head. But all right, I think
like a side note on like one last thing, and then I'm done.
Yeah. No,
Todd's having his recover right now. The thing about Instagram stories that I'm really loving is you can be like as goofy as you want. And one of the Instagram stories that got the most like DMs, and I kid you not, this is an Instagram story, I had Shania Twain, I Feel Like a Woman, come on my Spotify playlist. And me being me, I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna rock this, because I was doing, I can't remember what workout I was doing, like totally inconsequential. I was doing some workout that was kicking my ass, and that song comes on, and I was like, you know what, I gotta have a little dance time to like get myself back in this. You know what, I'm just gonna quickly, like, I don't give a shit if people think that I'm a terrible dancer, because I am, like, the only Hispanic girl I know that can't dance. I own that shit. I talk about it. I did my little video, I put it on Facebook, and I put a caption of like, this is why I can't work out at a gym, and then it's like me dancing all spazzy. I had 27 DMs from people going, oh my god, me too. 27.
Damn.
I have never had that. No, seriously, try it. I've never had that many messages about anything. And something about that comment of like, and it was simple, just like, this is why I can't work out at the gym. And people were just like, and I had like, yes, and like just people like totally just connected with that.
Yeah.
And like, it's something so stupid.
Yeah, because you're showing who you are. Like, you're not trying to be perfect or like this staged like professional with this lighting and this perfect dance sequence. Like, you're just being you, jamming out to a song that like you would have like if you were hanging out with your friends or whatever it is. And that's what it is. Like, you're just being, oh no, she disappeared. Oh no, never mind. The thing got off flipped. But yeah, like, you're just showing up as you, you know, and people who want to follow you, people who don't, won't. Like, and that's cool. Like, that's a cool thing about it, right? So definitely just get out there, use these tips, like start getting more intentional about your posts and staying consistent with the messaging that you're trying to put out there, right? And let's just go and rock this thing. So I hope this is a good call. Jenna, do you want to the same thing? You're good?
You guys covered it all. It was really great. Thanks so much, Emily and Paulina, for putting it together. You guys rocked it.
All right. Well, hope you guys have a great night. I will get the recording up for those who missed it. And we'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Have a good one.